Okay, welcome back. Continuing on with part 6 on this expose documentary of everything you don't know but need to know about sharks and shark finning, and everything you think you know about sharks is a lie through decades of manipulation. Um, I have several videos here lined up that I just went and found that I'll show you and keep proving everything I've been saying, but I wanted to show you this one part of this one video just for a second, that it's one of the only shark finning videos that accidentally tells you the truth. As I said, one of the biggest lies about shark finning is hiding the fact that all shark fins are medicinal, even in soup form, because 9 out of 10 or more of the shark finning videos tell you that it's a tasty treat and it's a delicious delicacy, is why it's so expensive. So, as I said, shark fin soup has no flavor except the flavor you add to it. I said that several episodes of this series ago before I ever even found these videos, but I found 2 of these videos that accidentally tell you the truth. And like I said, that's one way you know that everything's lies, is the more videos you watch, the more conflicting stories you get. And the thing that I realized years ago that most of you don't realize is most of the finning videos you're watching on YouTube, almost all of the footage was taken from the same original 1, 2, or 3 PETA productions. So this is one of the original movies that people are stealing footage and clips and statements and numbers from. It's basically the same couple of handful of PETA productions that are the cause or contributor of every word, every image, every number, every statement that you see in the hundreds of finning videos that you see. And a lot of them are just kids that don't know any better, and they've got big hearts and small minds, and they think they're doing the right thing. And the point is that 99% of these videos are just regurgitating the lies that they heard in another video somewhere else. And as I said, the more of them you watch, the more lies you'll hear, and the more conflicting numbers and stories and reports, and the more proof you'll see that they're lies. But listen to this real quick. This is an actual PETA stop finning video that accidentally tells you the truth for a second here. And in the 1 or 2 that it does tell the truth about, it proves the other 99% of them are lying about this.
Shark fin soup is not especially tasty. The dried flesh of the fins must be boiled for 20 hours until the cartilage breaks down into thin, needle-like strands like tough vermicelli. The only detectable flavours come from the other ingredients in the broth. Nor does the soup have any nutritional value. Most shark fins are treated with...
Okay, so basically everything in here is lies too, but I just wanted to show you that one part of this one video. There's a couple more I have lined up here that had some really important stuff in it to show you. Let's see if I can find... There's another one that was accidentally, by accident, was proving everything I've been telling you. Let me find it real quick. Okay, yeah, this is beautiful. This is going to prove everything I was just telling you about every shark finning video you've seen being edited cleverly to hide the fact that they all have their spinal cords severed. Remember I told you watch how cleverly they do this. You can't see it or notice it here. And watch the jump cut editing here. How they jump from one to another. They completely, let me show you again. They just completely edited out. They just jump cutted and edited out the part that shows you him severing the spinal cord so that you falsely think that this thing is feeling everything. If it's a professional who isn't in a hurry, it's a very thin knife incision wound you can't even see. See, you can't see anything here until they make a mistake. Watch the jump cut. There, they just edited all that out. Now look at the shark in the water. Right there, its head is coming off. Do you see that? You can't see that when it's on the deck until it makes it back into the water. They completely hide that from you. That is sport caught sharks. Sport caught sharks. Those are mostly tuna. Only the pile in the front left are sharks, and the sharks were bycatch. That is not a finning catch either. Nor is that laying on the beach. That was a dead beached shark that's guts were open. A lot of the pictures you see like this that are images of lots and lots and lots of fins, those are from the wholesale docks. That's where the entire fleet of whatever it is, say salmon, albacore, sharks, shark fins, whatever, basically you know, let's look at California, for example, or Hong Kong, or any state or country or area you want to look at. The entire commercial fishing fleet sells everything they catch to one place. There's only 3 different wholesalers in this entire half of the country here in the Pacific. But basically every shark fin that's caught or sold in one of these small Asian countries goes to the same wholesale place. So you see these images of just piles and piles of sharks or fins inside a warehouse somewhere, or laying out on racks drying. That wasn't just from one day or one boat fishing for one day. That's an entire fleet's worth of catch, probably for several days or weeks or even months if they're the ones that are laying out drying in racks. But that's another clever maneuver they like to pull. But I want to show you that one more time, because this video, they made a mistake in the editing at the end here. They cleverly edit out the maneuver where the deckhand inserts the knife and severs the brainstem on each one. So watch the jump cut editing here, how they just jump and cut out the part of him cutting it up. This being gapped there, they just completely shot it. They completely jump cutted the editing from when it was being gaffed to all of a sudden it's having its fins cut off and being thrown back in, so that you don't know its spinal cord is severed until right there the body comes up. And they made a sloppy cut. Instead of just doing a knife incision, they got lazy or sloppy, or they're unprofessional, and they lopped half the damn head off. But the point is that what you just saw right here is what they do in every single shark finning video. There has never in the history of mankind ever been a single shark have its fins cut off without its spinal cord being severed for instant clinical death and total 100% complete loss of sensation in the brain. No pain reception, clinical death is instant. And that maneuver is done on every single shark that has ever had its fins cut off by a human being, or else the human being cutting on that shark or attempting to cut the tail or the fins off would lose his fucking arm. Sharks can reach back and bite their own back and their own tail. So did you see that? You probably were shaking your head and didn't believe me when I told you that earlier. That was a very sloppy job on editing. The more expensive productions on finning, they do a fantastic job of editing, and it's a split-second maneuver to insert that knife for a professional, and it leaves a very small, non-bleeding wound that you can't even see from a camera. Even if the guy's standing 5 feet away on the deck, you really can't even see it. Only on the ones that they get sloppy with, or lazy, or they just don't know what they're doing, are the ones where they practically lop the head off. But no one in history has ever inserted a knife into a shark while it was still clinically alive and had pain reception still in its brain. They would lose their arm. It has never happened in the history of mankind. And that proves exactly what I've been telling you all along from day one. I have a couple of points written down here that I forgot to finish on the other ones. One of them was I started to explain to you how the entire country was deceived, manipulated, lied to, had no clue about the reality of forestry. The reason I told you that was just so you understand that how easy it is possible, and it does happen with just about everything wildlife and marine related, that the entire population of the public of the United States is brainwashed and lied to, and every word they think that they hear is a lie, and everything they think they know is a blatant lie. The forest argument that I was telling you about the logging deception, that proves how easy it is to deceive the entire fucking country. I've got to stop now. It's at 9 minutes, continuing on with the next part. Be sure to watch the previous ones, watch them in order, and watch this whole documentary. It will change your life.